She has no fucking idea what she's talking about. She hasn't built her marriage. She hasn't done anything that would actually equate to treasures in heaven. She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. It's upsetting, but that's her mouth.
The SEAL motto is the only easy days yesterday, so that would infer that hey, you're always uncomfortable. They make us do plenty of drills and different training throughout my career, specifically more in BUD/S. That's teaches you to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you take drown proofing, they tie your hands and feet, throw you in the pool, make you do a whole bunch of drills. To a lot of people, that would be uncomfortable.
Oh my gosh!
Feet
All
are tied,
right.
you're in a pool, but it's a heated pool, and it's in San Diego.
What would you say about that? Oh, wow. Um, San Diego was shit, man. That was when I dropped into San Diego, I had pushed out of Oceanside, and then it was at that time I rolled through Echo Park in Johns Hood, and it was more kind of here. I'll show you this compassionate Jesus side that you really want to see it. And, that wasn't how it was gonna go, but Peter was connected to John at the same time, and then we found him in a storage shed, and it was kind of like, what's going on with him? Peter really introduced it because Peter was pretty much like, well, this is what's going on with John, and what? And we were in the middle of an album, and then John was really needing some help, and Peter was pretty much like, well, can you help him? I was like, the dude's obviously on something. Whatever he's on, get off that. And then it became, Peter, we worked together on that. We set that ambush, and then John wasn't able to handle it. Like, he got all kinds of upset, and I had to go to jail with him and kind of settle him down and just. But then after that, then babysitting him was. You can't really. Me and Peter both were just like, you can't really babysit this kid because he's so childish. John is just smart and dumb at the same time. So it's Cain, man. That's all I can tell you on that. Peter's Abel, that fool is Cain, and it was how many missions I went on with him and the shit that he did that just made it. Well, why? You must be sabotaging this shit, or you're not getting it, right? Like, what? Why are we doing this? And then, of course, yeah. So to be thrown in, yeah. Um, no help. There is no help for you once you get thrown in. It's pretty much you're gonna sink or swim. You're gonna survive or you're not. It's pretty much. I don't know. I didn't really have anybody that. Nah, I kept. God didn't teach me that way. It was pretty much me and him, and it was just like, you're gonna do this because now you just took the Greyhound and made it to California. Now you just took this whatever that, what was that thing called, Sea Breeze or something, and then dropped into it, and every single day, it was every single day. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. At time. It would be like sleep on the trolley, you know. I might have gone to sleep probably because the thing would stop. Uh, it would, and then you have nowhere to go. So I think it stopped running at 3 or 4, and no, it 11. Am I mixing this up? No, it was. Well, how long did I sleep then? Once the thing stopped, uh, I think it was 11. I think it was 11. And then it was pretty much, it was freezing. And then it was kind of, now you're going to sleep in this corner, pull your hoodie up and roll up into a ball. And then once it started again, I think it was like, yeah, once it started again, um, get back on it. And I think I slept maybe till 10 or something. There was really no basis of time. First of all, it just didn't work that way. It was just like up and at 'em, or whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen. Is the way he really enforced a lot of things was pretty much there's nothing you can do about it. So once you actually enter that realm, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. And then once he's actually active and how he treats you, and yeah, it broke my will without doubt on that. um, I might seem like I'm rambling. It's not. It wasn't fun. It was. We were helping. There's so many things I could say about it, but it was mostly. I had to get back to Tucson because at the time I was really thinking about. I'm supposed to be married to this broad. So then I have to do everything for her. And he made me do that. Like, he made me serve her over and over and over again because I said some prayer about taking her punishment. And he was like, all right, well, I like that. And he just laid it on me. And I won't do that again. That's what Cherie doesn't understand. No, I kind of saw the true colors in both of them, actually. So it was, no, like a lot of times when I'm praying for her, he's like, no, she's going to take her own punishment. So, I mean, whoever she thinks she is, she's going to have to show and prove. But, yeah, that was wild. He broke it down into such a method of training that it was just like you could not do anything. He can really break you down like that. You cannot do anything. Like, it'll be frustrating because you're trying to, and he'll just, no, you're not going to do that. And it was really, he put me in this situation where he was like, all right, well, now you have tobacco, they have papers. So go talk to them and everything. And they'd sit me down, they'd be like, oh, you didn't know how to roll in prison, or what happened? And it was kind of like, well, I have tobacco, you have the papers, So, and we're like, well, there's different ways to roll, right? I still am not a good roller. Peter's a good roller. I'm not a good roller. Well, I am, but the way I roll it is different. Like I roll with the quickness. I'm just like, all right, because I want a cigarette. But it's not like somebody that actually sits down and takes the time. That's I, I'm smart. Fuck it, I got a roller. But then Peter had to teach me how to use the roller in Oceans. I couldn't get it. I really couldn't. He was just like, put it in the thing, see how it clips, then roll it. Like it was Peter bought me my first roller, and he was pretty much like Peter was like rolling weed and things like that. He was just he can roll. And usually, like when he's around me, he'll usually just get to work. He'll be like, "All right, I need to roll you some cigarettes," and then continue. Because Peter will just keep his mouth shut and just, mm-hmm, 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 because he'll absorb everything. Like Peter kind of understands like everything that I'm doing is straight from God, so he'll sit down and just be like, "Uh-huh, mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm," because it's the entire purpose is about him. That's what Mary didn't get. The entire purpose was about her. So until she really trusts, she needs to trust. She's never been through Navy SEAL training. I've never seen anything from her that would indicate to me that she had that discipline. She's on her own, whatever she's doing, which isn't going to equal her happiness. She has to reconcile back to God, and she's not really. I don't know, man, because that's why I looked at her sometimes. You fucking stupid. You're retarded. Like, what are you doing? And then it was probably not what a husband should say to a wife, but there was no other words in it. It became no, we're not doing this romantic shit because this is what you did. So it's like she blocks it all out and tries to make herself a good person, and it's not. Mm-mm. Yeah, I got let out of San Diego. No, I did my job. I'm not saying I didn't fail. I stuck it out to the fucking end. The way it happened was Matthew was, what's going on with you? And I was like, oh, I'm fucking freezing. What do you mean, what's going on? And he was just, do you need a coat? I was like, no. I need a ticket. I need a Greyhound out of here. And I just talked shit to pretty much all of San Diego, and they're kind of pissed about it because I had one, but the other one ripped it up in front of me because I did something. I didn't leave the train station at the time because I was staying under the heat lamp. And then they were like, well, if you don't leave right now, fuck your ticket. We'll rip it up in the morning. And I was like, all right, bet. Let's see. And they did. And so once I got up to the window, yeah, they were like, hey, we remember what you did last night. And then ripped it in half right in front of me. And I was like, all right, well, shit. That was my ticket out. That was the money I had to get out of here. And then, yeah, Matthew sent me 200. And then I bought another ticket, and I smelled so bad. Oh my gosh. I almost didn't even get on the Greyhound because um, God had me exchange this nice coat that I had, and He was like, pick that one up. And I didn't really know that it smelled that bad. And it was kind of okay. And I put that one on, and then when I was getting on the Greyhound, the bus driver's I was like, do I smell that bad or what? Like, and she came down and she was pretty much like, how did you get a ticket? Because they should know if you. And I, and she was just looking at me and she, fine. And then she got, and then I had to go to the back of the bus. I delivered a prophetic message to this one girl, and then went to sleep. That's how I got out. So, yeah, I mean, if you're out there that long, I guess you're gonna start smelling. I have pictures of it. I mean, no showers. Yeah, that, that's it, Jesus. That's it. That's all in. Okay.